According to the government watchdog group Judicial Watch, officials with the Mexican government and military have confirmed that ISIS has set up 2 camps just outside the United States border. And they also allege that some ISIS militants are being smuggled through with drugs. Now, these officials are saying that the terror group has 2 camps. One is reportedly located in Anapra, which is an area just west of Juarez, and the other is near Puerto Palomas, which is a few miles from Columbus, New Mexico. Now, Judicial Watch is saying that this area was targeted because of understaffed municipal and county police forces, and a large-scale transit of illegal drugs passes through this area from Mexico. Now, a Mexican Army field grade officer and another Mexican federal police inspector told Judicial Watch that human traffickers known as coyotes are working for the Juarez cartel, and they're smuggling the ISIS terrorists into the U.S. through the very porous border there. Of course, this is what we told you is going to be happening. What's the big problem with having wide open borders? Now, we reported in 2014, Texas Sheriff Gary Painter, he was saying ISIS would be crossing the border, striking the United States. In August, that was reaffirmed by a former CIA officer. He told the Laura Ingraham show that ISIS was working with the drug cartels. And then Judicial Watch also reported again in August that ISIS was using Juarez as a staging area, and they plan to launch a car bomb attack against Fort Bliss. And we've also heard reports of prayer rugs being found near the border there as well. So all this is in alignment with threats that ISIS has been making online, especially threats toward the United States military and their families. And now we're getting an official warning from the Pentagon saying, yes, indeed, there is a reason to be concerned with these threats. I wonder why, because now they realize they're right there parked on the border. Now, the message from the Pentagon is saying these organizations are attempting to use our own personal information against us to create fear and anxiety among our ranks and within our families. We all have a responsibility to protect ourselves and our fellow service members and their families, and basically just telling them to be vigilant, monitor their social media accounts, don't put a lot of information out there that is going to allow these militants to be able to track them or track where their families are going, churches and schools, and all things like that. You know, obviously they hate us for our freedoms, so therefore we need to not act like a free country. Now, the site director, Rita Katz, they're the ones who discovered these videos, allegedly, and they're now saying that this ISIS video is part of a Twitter campaign where they're saying they're going to be launching a new 9/11 style attack against America. And Katz says, in a time of lone wolf attacks and Americans and other Westerners pledging to the Islamic State, this kind of campaign should not be taken lightly.